Greetings and happy Halloween, flesh wound freaks, and welcome to Slashtober, the final chapter. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd,
Good evening.
Pugs Dread,
Namaste.
and Mike Kruger.
Welcome to Primetime, bitch.
So, Kruger, tell the good folks how Slashtober, the final chapter, works.
So what we do for our Slashtober special is rate and review a slasher film, and then at the end of the episode, we'll add that movie to a list compiled from our previous episodes, and then we will vote to eliminate one of those films off the list, leaving us with our top 3 slasher films, aka our 3 final girls. And those 3 final girls will go up against a new slasher every episode until we reach day 13. And when we get to that point, we will pick one of those surviving 3 final girls as our Slashtober tournament champion. So, Todd, now that that's out of the way, why don't you tell us our previous eliminations and what's on the menu tonight?
Thank you, Kruger. Previously eliminated, we have Final Exam, Curtains, Terror at 10 Killer, and Open House. Our 3 survivors are Pickaxe, Killing Spree, Crazy Lake, and up tonight entering the competition is Death on Demand. Dan, why don't you tell us about Death on Demand?
Absolutely. So, Death on Demand is a 2008 slasher film from director Adam Matalon. And in this film, 20 years ago, ice climber and adventurer Sean McIntyre savagely murdered his family and hung himself in the attic. Sounds familiar. The murders are an unwelcome and unspoken part of a town's history until Richard, a savvy college student, convinces 3 couples to spend Halloween night in the house and solve the mystery during a live webcast. As they move through the abandoned house, they soon realize they are not alone. In this web of horror, the nights becomes a fight for survival. There we go, Death on Demand. So, this movie has a unique distinction of being, although mostly a Halloween slasher film, it is also a Thanksgiving slasher film, technically, because the opening massacre takes place during Thanksgiving. I always thought that was kind of cool. One scene, granted, but still kind of cool to be both. Gives you options to watch it throughout the year. So, I love this goddamn movie.
Shocker.
It is so much fun. I put it up there, not quite, but in the same league as The Hazing or The Convent, something you pop on when you just want to have a good time. Doesn't take itself too seriously. I wouldn't call it like a full-on horror comedy, but it leans that way. There's some really cool kills. The opening massacre scene, we get to see a granny get decapped with a carving knife and the blood spraying all over the kids, who I believe were the director's actual kids, which is always funny. This movie, lots of titillation, nudity, toilet humor. It's just a fun, dorky, good time. This is one that I actually regard quite well.
I've been watching Kruger the whole time, and that motherfucker's had a poker face.
I was just saying, good kills, lots of laughs, some skin. This is definitely one of those movies that kind of a little bit of a theme so far in the tournament that you just don't get anymore. You just don't get this feel anymore. A lot of bad horror movies made around this time, but this is not one of them. I just think it's a lot of fun. Has everything you could possibly want. And for me, I think this will be a contender, but we'll have to see. Hot tag to whoever wants to go next before I geek out on it a little bit more. Oh, and there's like a lesbian Velma character too.
Oh, that's redundant now.
Yeah, I was going to say a Velma.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
I would like to hear from Kruger.
Well, I thought the opening scene was really rad, but then I got introduced to the characters, and I just thought everybody was extremely fucking annoying. The thing I'll say is the movie does have good kills, and the gore was good. You know, we get dicks getting pulled off, and ice axe lobotomy, Achilles tendons being ripped out of people's ankles. There's a lot of good gore, but I just did not like this fucking movie. I just did not care for the characters. I thought the whole seance thing was really stupid. And just as a whole, I can't ever see myself rewatching it, but there is good kills. I'm not mad I watched it. It's not like, you know, Bikini Bloodbath Christmas.
Well, I would actually put this in league with that all-time great film.
Yeah, well, I definitely prefer this, but it doesn't get my stamp of approval because I just didn't gel well with the characters. And I kind of was clock watching. I mean, once a kill happened, it was awesome, but then it was just like, oh, now we're back with these fucking assholes.
But if it's not a kill, it's a titty. Like, that's the thing. This is
could have used a little more titty.
Yeah, but dude, I'm not one of those
bit.
people that like really give a fuck about titties. I can look at titties on my phone.
How dare you say you didn't give a fuck about titties?
I mean, like I care, but
He's
not
an ass
like
man, apparently.
Not in film, I guess, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's just
There's some ass in here too.
I was gonna say we
I
don't
don't
want
know
people
what to say.
misquoting you. I'm trying to help you.
not my type. Let's just put it that way.
All right.
There you go.
Well, I understand where Kruger's coming from. I fall in line more with Dan. I was the right age for this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna fucking praise it as the next fucking stupid Hazing. I hate that fucking movie.
Hazing is so good.
We've been over this. I don't like it. I know you and your.
That was Slashtober.
Yeah.
Fucking,
And I don't get the comparison though, Dan, that you made that one just because you like them.
Actually, these two go together very well.
But the potty humor is non-existent in the Hazing.
If it
Like,
was,
yeah, it
I'd
is.
probably enjoy it. Where?
Go back and watch the
No,
Hazing.
thank you. I'm not in trouble.
Go ahead.
You get
Any fucking way. Fuck that
dicks
stupid ass
going
movie.
off.
We're here to talk about Death on Dan or Death on Demand. Because, dude, this is all you. Back when you liked fun.
Right?
I
Yeah.
love fun.
You used to. I do like these shitty characters, and I know people like this. So like all these grubby trust fund babies trying to cash in on stuff. I got a lot of friends like that, so I know these guys. I enjoyed the what do you call it, titillation. The TNA is great. The gore is great. The premise is stupid, but it's also great. I enjoyed this immensely. I would recommend this. Yeah, cool. Pickaxe, ice climber guy. We need more of that. More random fucking
Sean McIntyre.
Yeah, more random fucking activities that result in a serial killer. It'd be fucking cool.
I was really hoping. I was like, I think this might be just bloody enough to win Kruger over. I mean, you get a guy who gets his dick torn
I call
off,
it a
and
win.
he gets curb stomped.
It's gonna turn
Yeah.
around though if he keeps going.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Dan's gonna oversell and get him to raise the lower.
I did enjoy the bathroom scene a lot when Homeboy was trying to like have an ED and was like, "Oh, we'll take this." What about you, Todd?
God.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I love this one too. Not as much as Dan, but I do enjoy this one. I know Dan turned me onto it last year. I think it was last Thanksgiving. We ended up, and yeah, it's just a good time. Like, I get the characters being annoying, but I enjoy the annoying characters. Getting to watch the annoying people die is kind of like the point of a lot of these. So I was fine with it.
I really enjoyed the American.
Star?
Yeah,
What?
she was awesome.
The adult film actress that they throw in the reality show to basically bang everybody.
Dude, I enjoyed when everyone was gathering around, like when the American Pie video leaked and everyone just like gathered around the computer watching. That was cool.
It took me back too, because you can like remember stuff when 2008, it was not new or anything, but you'd gather around the computer for the whatever video or
The latest
like
video
that.
sensation.
Yeah, you'd sit and wait like 5 minutes to look at a picture of a titty if you go back further than that. Yeah.
Going back to middle school here.
Dan
Nostalgia.
Dan would always be done before it was finished downloading.
Didn't even get to the aerial look.
It would be like half to the nip, and then
5 minutes is a long time waiting.
It looks like it's back to the Jenny McCarthy Playboy.
These kids don't know how good they got it.
Yeah, but look what happened.
The world may be ending, but I still will hold on to the hub. All right. So, yeah, I mean, just to cap it off before we rate it, I don't want to sell this as some horror masterpiece. I think you guys know the difference when we do these reviews for some of these films. This is just, to me, a perfect B movie. It gives you a little bit of everything that you could want. You know, maybe a little bit of here and there is a little cheap, but this is right on the line of where everything started to go full CG, even in these lower budget movies. So you do get some practical actually in this. You get some skin, lots of laughs, toilet humor, dicks being chopped off. It's a good time. So for me, this is a Dan movie. And I give it 4.5 stars.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
I missed that, Dan. Right on. Kruger.
2 out of 5 for me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, good.
I am a 4 out of 5.
Oh, sweet. Okay, good.
Now it's time to hurt Dan's feelings.
All right, it's elimination time, gentlemen. Up for elimination, we have Pickaxe, Killing Spree, Crazy Lake, and Death on Demand.
Ooh.
My pick remains.
What
Pickaxe.
your pick is? Pickaxe.
Pickaxe,
Huh? Pugs.
And I should remind people that we're picking what we want to go.
Yes.
I'll go Pickaxe.
Dan.
So we do have some similar films on this list, but I'm going to be honest. I think it's time for Killing Spree to go. As much as I like it, I just think we've got some really good B movies. I'm going to go Killing Spree. I'm right on the line with Crazy Lake, but
There's
Killing
no
Spree.
way I'm voting for Pickaxe. So God damn it, I got to vote for Killing Spree. So now we're tied up.
Ooh, okay.
Time to fight, gentlemen.
All right, so killer versus killer, right?
Yeah. I mean, for people that are just tuning in, when we come to a draw, we decide who would win, killer versus killer, and that's essentially the person or the movie that will end up going through the next round. And I mean, I can't argue fucking this one, really.
Yeah, Killing Spree would hammer the home Pickaxe guy here.
Well, wait a minute. I think it's the opposite
So
because
do
the Killing Spree killer is also delusional. Doesn't you
So
know
you think
what I mean?
Pickaxe would kill Killing Spree?
I do.
The killer, yes. I think that
Then you guys would switch your vote to Pickaxe to eliminate what you voted for. This is weird.
No. The Pickaxe killer would kill the Killing Spree.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I heard of the opposite too.
We're crossing streets.
Maybe I said it the opposite way. I don't fucking
I think you said it the opposite.
I meant the other way.
Because I knew Kruger was the same. Like I could tell Kruger was on the same wavelength.
Yeah, no, until I heard Pugs, and I was like, maybe I'll get to switch my argument.
Here's my argument. The Pickaxe guy knows exactly what the mission is and what he wants to do. That's not really the case in Killing Spree. So I think that one's easy if we're going killers.
I do too. Or is there any?
But he's a whole lot of crazy, man. Yeah, I
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue. So unfortunately, Pickaxe stays and Killing Spree goes.
All right.
So- Todd, turn in your trauma card.
How do you figure that?
It's very trauma vibey.
But so is Pickaxe.
No, it is not. Fuck off.
You could.
Which one is more?
there.
Which one is more, Todd?
Honestly, any of these movies could be under the trauma.
Yeah,
label.
Death on Demand could, Crazy Lake could, Killing.
You know what's
Yeah, they
really
all-
ironic about this show? Right now, well, 2008, I guess, isn't modern now, but we're the most modern. The new stuff is actually winning this tournament so far.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Well, next week we'll get some, or next episode we'll get some actual trauma, and then you can decide where my trauma card lies.
I'm just saying, get it ready.
So, guys, as always, if you watch Death on Demand and have an opinion about it, even if it's a negative one, put it in the comments. Let us know what you think of the Slashtober final chapter tournament. So far, we love reading your comments. And on that note, we'll see you next week. Happy Halloween.
We'll see you tomorrow. Next episode.
I know. I corrected it too.
You know what? I'm being a
Good
hard R
evening.
myself. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Good evening.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.